Welcome back to our devotions. Every Thursday night, we gather for a moment to reflect. This week, we're in our first week of the season of Advent. It's one of my favorite church seasons. And the colors in the sanctuary turn blue. The Christmas trees are out. You maybe have heard my confession that we put our Christmas trees up November 1st this year. We were just ready for a little bit of sparkle. The other thing that we do as a family is we have an Advent wreath. So every Sunday, usually, sometimes we do it a little bit more often, sometimes we miss a day, but we try to light the Advent wreath once a week, at least. It's a simple set of candles that we received, and so I thought I would light the first candle for our time here today. If you have a set of candles at home, or if you don't, get one, set one up. It doesn't have to be complicated, but a simple Advent wreath, 4 candles, can help to center our minds together in this season of Advent as we lean toward Christmas and the promise of Christmas, even in a season where Christmas feels so different. Everything feels so disorienting. I wanted to share with all of you one of my favorite Christmas hymns. We have also started the Christmas music really early in our house. As musicians, I think we get used to rehearsing the Christmas music early on. When I was in college, it would start sometime in early October when we'd start to get our first Christmas scores and dig into them and start to learn them by memory as they would enter into our bones and we'd sing them. I can still sing many of those carols by memory because I spent so much time in them. But some of the deeper cuts aren't the ones that make the Bing Crosby or the Frank Sinatra albums. They're some of the deeper cuts in our hymnal that we might not know the best. And those are some of my favorites. So I wanted to bring one of my favorites for you in our devotion today. And if you have a hymnal at home, it's hymn number 295 in the Cranberry Book. If you want to borrow one for the season, give me a call and we'll get you set up with one. You can bring it home. We're not using them in church so much, so if you want one for the season, we'd love to share. But it's called Of the Father's Love Begotten, and it's an ancient chant melody, plain song chant from the early church. It goes something like this. Of the Father's love begotten, ere the world began to be, He is Alpha and Omega, He the source, the ending He, of the things that are, that have been, and the future years shall see, evermore and evermore. It's a Christmas carol that actually brings images from the book of Revelation. He, the Alpha and Omega, He, the source, the ending He. We are living in a world where things seem upside down, where left seems right. If we read the story of Alice in the Looking Glass, it might seem like everything is topsy-turvy. But yet, God is the source, the beginning. God is the ending. We can trust in this promise of incarnation that God is guiding us. So I invite each of us this Advent evening, light a candle, take a deep breath of God's Spirit, set up some Christmas music. It could be some of your favorites. Mine might be Bing Crosby, or James Taylor is the one that we often turn on in our house. And sink deep into the hymns, the carols of our tradition. Let them sing you to sleep tonight. Let the memories waft clearly. And center yourself that God is the beginning, God is the ending. We are held somewhere in the middle, and God is holding us tonight and every night. Merry Christmas. Happy Advent.